for this project we're going to be making a bunch of granny squares. So I'm just going to show you how to make one. So to start, we're going to want to make a magic circle or magic ring. Circle, make an X, grab your hook, go on this side, pull that through, grab the yarn, pull it back, and yarn over, and pull through. Alright, and now that that's done, we can start our granny square. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to chain 2, so chain 1 and 2, and now we're going to want to double crochet 1. So to double crochet, yarn over, put it through the loop, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. And then we're going to make another 2 chains, yarn over, and then now we're going to make 3 double crochets. One, 2, and 3. Okay. And now again, chain 2. And again, double crochet 3. Okay. And again, we're going to do 2 chains, 1 and 2, and then double crochet 3. Oops. Now we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and just 1 double crochet into the circle. Perfect. Now I'm going to want to take this string and pull it through, and then we're going to want to slip stitch into that first chain 2. And now we can see the granny square kind of starting. As you can see, it's a square. Now we're going to cut this off because we're done that round, and we're going to be switching colors. And now we're going to switch to the navy color, and we're going to start in one of these corners here. So we're going to want to put our hook through a corner, grab onto the new color, and chain 1, 2. And then we're going to want to double crochet into that same into that same space. So 1, just one double crochet. And now we're going to want to chain only one, and then we're going to double crochet 3 into this next corner. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and after the 3, we're going to want to chain 1, 2, and then again double crochet 3. Okay, and now that we're done in that corner, we're going to want to chain 1 and double crochet 3, chain 2, double crochet 3 in this corner. So we're going to double crochet 3, 2, and 3, chain 2, 1, 2, and then double crochet 3 again. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now that that one's done, again, chain 1, double crochet 3, chain 2, double crochet 3 in this corner. Chain 2, double crochet 3. Perfect. And now we're going to want to chain 1 and double crochet 1 into that starting corner. Do 1, so we're going to want to double crochet 3, so I just made 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, double crochet 1, and then slip stitch into that chain 2 that we started in this first, in the second row. Now we can snip and pull to tighten. Now we got 2 rows of our granny square. Now let's add the third, and for the third we're going to be using this lighter blue, and for this guy we're going to want to attach him to this space here. So put your hook through space, grab your new yarn, going to want to chain 2, going to want to double crochet 1 into that space there. So 1, and then we're going to chain 1, double crochet 3 into the corner, 2, 3, and again chain 2, 1, 2, and double crochet 3. Chain 1, and then we're going to double crochet 3 into this space here. Okay, and then again repeat the process that we've been doing in the corners. Double crochet 3, chain 2, double crochet 3, chain 1, then double crochet 3 in this guy, chain 1, double crochet 3, chain 2, double crochet 3, and so on. In your last corner, going to want to chain 1 and double crochet 1 into the starting space. Just 1, and we're going to attach that double or that chain 2 space. And now we can snip and finish our last row. Okay, so now we have 3 rows of our granny square. There we are. Okay, so now for the 4th and last row, you need to make sure that it's in the color, it's the main color of our dress, basically. So for our main color, or for mine anyways, for my project, I'm using this gray color. So make sure that's the one that you end off with. You can always do more rows than I am, but I'm gonna keep it simple and just make 4 rows. Alright, so we're going to want to start in one of these chain 1 spaces. I'm gonna pick this one. Or, no, sorry, I'm gonna pick that one. Going to want to attach this guy. Oh. So we're going to want to attach our last color. And then we're going to chain 1, 2. And we're going to want to double crochet in that same space, just once. Double crochet 1. Okay, and then chain 1. Again, in the corners, it's double crochet 3, chain 2, double crochet 3, and in these chain 1 spaces, it's just going to be 3 double crochets. So it'll be 3 double crochets, 2 chains, 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, and then so on. So again, 3 double crochets in the corner, chain 2, 3 double crochets, then chain 1, 3 double crochets, and then so on until you get to the end here. So when you get to your last space, you're going to want to chain 1 and double crochet 1 into that starting space. Okay, and then again, going to want to slip stitch into that starting, and you're done. Well, sorry, I got the hiccups. You're going to want to snip, pull through, tighten it, so make sure you weave in your ends, and then now you have a granny square. 4 rows. So now you're just going to want to repeat this process until you have the correct amount of granny squares. Okay. And now that you have all 16 granny squares made, you're going to want to lay them out in a row of 4. So you're going to want to lay them out in rows of 4. You're going to want to lay them out in the pattern you want your shirt to be in. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to connect all of our granny squares together. First we're going to start in one line, so we're going to attach granny squares one by one, and then we're going to make a full line of granny squares, and then eventually we'll end up with a panel of granny squares. So we're going to want to make a panel of 2 by 4 granny squares, and I'll show you how to connect them right now. So how we're going to connect them is using a slip stitch. So how we're going to do that is we're going to line up our 2 of our granny squares. We're going to have the nice faces facing each other like this, and then we're going to attach it here. So we're going to put our hook through the corner, both corners, and we're going to start our stitches there. Gonna want to make sure stays. Okay, so now what we're basically going to be doing is putting a slip stitch into this granny square, then this granny square, and then continuing that along. So I'll show you. So we're putting our hook through the first stitch of this granny square, then the first stitch of the second granny square, and then just slip stitch through. Do that again. So the next stitch here, slip stitch, oh sorry, hook through the stitch, hook through the second granny square stitch, and pull through. And you want to be matching the granny squares, or sorry, you want to be stitching up the same stitch on each granny square, that way it'll end up being even. So here, here. And then when you get to these, the chain spaces, you're gonna wanna put your hook through the chain space and then through the next, oh, sorry, I think I missed, no, I didn't. When you get to the chain space, you're gonna wanna put your hook through both the chain spaces and then slip stitch. I'm gonna keep doing that until we get to the other corner. All right, so now that we're at the last slip stitch, we are going to put our hook through that last corner space, and we are going to slip stitch. And now you have your granny squares attached to each other. And basically, the reason why I wanted the nicer face of the granny square outwards is because this is going to be I guess the front of the shirt. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to snip this off, and then you'll want to weave in the ends. Sorry, I had to go get my scissors. So you're going to want to weave in the ends. I usually weave in the ends at the end when I'm done. So now what we can do is attach the second one. So we're going to attach the same way. We're going to face the nicer sides together. So we're going to do this, and we're going to attach there, and then single crochet there. And then I'll get back to you once, or I'll come back once all 4 panels are attached. Okay, so now you should have 4 panels sewed or stitched together, and you're gonna want to do this 4 different times. So I've already went ahead and done my second row, and what we're gonna do now is we're going to, again, the front facing panels, we're gonna have them stacked on top of each other here. And what we're going to do now is we're going to want to stitch along here. So we're going to want to do the same thing we were doing, making the slip stitches, and we're going to connect these 2 panels like so, like that. And I'll come back to you when I'm done stitching this guy twice, because we're going to need 1 panel for the front and 1 for the back. So I'm done making my front and my back panels. So that's my front and there's my back. So I have 2 of these guys. And now what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna attach both of these. So we're gonna want to take the ends and we're going to want to attach them on this end and attach on this end. Again, with the slip stitch that we've been using to connect all the granny squares. All right. Okay, so now you should have all of your, what's it called? Granny squares sewn together, and you've basically made the body of the shirt. Now we're gonna flip it inside out, and that is what is going to be seen. And now let's try it on, and let's see where we're gonna put the straps. So basically what I did was I took a sports bra and I lined up where the straps usually lay on me, and that's where I made my straps. So we're going to attach our yarn here, and we're going to attach, then we're going to chain 1, and we're going to double crochet in that same corner stitch. And then another double crochet in the middle here. And then 2 double crochets in the corner. Okay, so now you have 4 double crochets in total. So now we're going to want to chain 1. We're going to flip our work, and we're just going to want to go back on those 4 double crochets with double crochets. And basically this is going to be the same pattern all the way up for the straps until we get to the end. So you can customize that length however long you need the straps to be. Well, once I finish the project, I'll let you guys know how many straps I made. And now we're done the granny square crop top. Thanks for clicking my video and watching the full thing. I know it was pretty long, but if you don't mind leaving a like, comment, and press the subscribe button, that would be great. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!